Okay, so I've had a few questions about matching body shaders to faces because a lot of mods do not have the face compatibility built in because there's just a lot of vanilla faces, and then if you've got a sculpt that changes a pathing, it can be a real headache. So what I've done is I've made a new mod and it's empty, and we're going to use the on-screen function to import the face materials that we need, and then we'll change. So a lot of bodies in 2025 have additional shader settings. So that's the default matte, that's oily, and then there's pores. It's very hard to see as I'm using like detailed skin textures, but very subtle skin shading, and as you can see there is a seam there, and that is because the shaders values shader material tiling does not match. Words are really hard. So you'd go to advanced editing, import from screen, and then what we have here is basically everything that's loaded on your character, and this includes vanilla, so this is where we can grab stuff from. It's a lot of text and very overwhelming, but it gets easier. um, so as we can see here, we've got Midlander female face 2, and if we open that up again, it gets worse. Now we want material 0 as it has the face underscore A. I believe face underscore A is the default face for all races, including Aura. And over here we have a couple of buttons. One says export this file, and one says add a copy of this file to the current option. So what we're looking for here is the material file, and it's right here. So I follow it along, and then I click that button, and I know it's worked because I now have a customization and a file redirection. So there is one mod here that I really do recommend for people. It is the Material Development Kit by Nilfe on Heliosphere. It is an absolute lifesaver because otherwise the material files, they are pulling every bit of information about the material, and a lot of it is useless clutter, so it absolutely cleans it up considerably. So I'm going to throw this on a really high priority. I don't know why it's not seeing it, but what you do is tile set. So 63 is the default. If you want it oily, you want 0, and if you want pores, you want 60. I'm going to figure out why this is not loading, and then we'll see how this looks. Okay, so it seems my face material just wasn't loading very well. So when you look at the body mod, and it's sometimes a good idea to do this, so I've got it here on pause, what you're looking for is the material file that is active. So it's here, and these are the settings I chose: 230, 230, and 60. So in order to make this match using pause, I would make this 60 to start with. And as you can see, it has changed to allow pause. So the next seam should become fairly minimal now. You can make it smaller, of course. The tile repeats do make it smaller, but they're actually making it denser because they are putting more into that space than if you enlarge it, it will just become really big, which could be what you want. So that is oily, and then if we change Bimbo over to oily, oh, don't want that, and we reload that. Now oily is 0. I like to just reload. As you can see, there it goes, it matches now. There'll always be a slight seam because just of how how the body and neck and face all connect, but yeah, that's just how it is. And then for default, it's just 63. So honestly, I don't see the point in changing the tile repeat, unlike on the body where I did. Um, just matching the tile set is the most important thing.